What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? Getting ready for some 2021 Illusions NFL 10 Blaster Break. If you're new to the group, welcome aboard to Card Junkies. Glad to have you. Feel free to give shout outs to in the chat below what team you're looking for, what cards you're looking for, what makes you most excited about Illusions. Lots of good stuff to look out for here. We will go through the team list rundown here in just a second and get to the break. Maybe just a little bit longer. Make sure everybody's joined, has found the group. What's going on, Will? How are you doing? Brett, looking for the Broncos, Javonte Williams. Hopefully pull nice, some green emerald of Javonte Williams or dots parallel, maybe even the number. We got Will looking for the Chargers. Bo looking for some Trey Lance. Welcome aboard to the group, guys. Let's get to our team list rundown here. Here's our team list. We have the Cardinals going out to Adam. Don has the Falcons. The Ravens go out to Jordan. Jordan G. The Buffalo Bills go out to Richard P. Curtis has the Panthers. John the Bears. Brett has the Bengals. Don with the Browns and the Cowboys. Brett has the Bengals. Brett has the Broncos. Allison has the Lions. Jordan S. has the Packers. As I was typing this, I believe there's 3 different Jordans in this break, so you know what team you have. But again, welcome aboard to the group, guys. All the new Jordans we got. We have Ron with the Texans, Dustin the Colts, Alex V with the Jags, Justin T with the Chiefs, Cameron has the Raiders, Wilhelm the Chargers. So that's Will in the chat. Maria has the Rams, Matt the Dolphins, Todd the Vikings, BK the Pats, Cameron the Saints, the Giants go out to Jordan, the Jets go out to Michael, Jordan G with the Eagles, Charles the Steelers, Bo has the 49ers and the Seahawks. Bo looking for that Trey Lance, as he said. Jordan C with the Buccaneers, Cameron the Titans, and Jordan C again with Washington football team. Who I guess sometime maybe this off season might come up with an actual name, or is that next year? I don't remember, but it's about time for them to come up with a name other than Washington football team. Jordan, this is Blaster Break number 1. I've opened a few personals. Only card that I've really remember that I pulled personally, maybe the Tutu Atwell. I don't know if you really call it good Giants, but I have seen the Daniel Jones dots card. So there is some possibilities out there. So tonight's action, went through the team list rundown. Illusions has been out a couple weeks now. If you've seen it, you have the chance at autograph and memorabilia cards. It doesn't give you a ratio on these blaster boxes anymore, or at least these particular ones. If you want to pause the screen, there you go. You can if you want to freeze it. You got Starlight, Emerald, Diamond, Dots. Lots of acetates in these boxes. And then, of course, you have the chance at the ultra rare holo. There it is. Ultra rare holo heroes insert. Obviously, would be the big hit if we're lucky enough to pull one of those. So that's your rundown. Let me find my razor. Here we go. And we will get to cracking box number 1. All right, box number 1, guys. Good luck. Approximately 360 cards. There's 36 cards in the box, 10 boxes. You know, give or take a card or two. Empty box if we get a thick insert or relic of some kind. Bow, yeah, I don't know. Ultra rare is, I guess it's technically supposed to be one on average per case. So, I mean, you're looking at one every 20, 24 boxes, something like that. So, there are quite a few popping up on the day. But still very, very hard to find, I guess. All right. So we have Ryan Tannehill, Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs, and our first acetate is the King of Cards, and it's going to the Bears and Justin Fields. Dak Prescott, and Justin Jefferson. Miles Sanders, Kyler Murray, Josh Palmer. That's Josh Palmer green. Let's go and throw him right here. Justin Fields on the base rookie. Russell Wilson and Dwayne Eskridge. Jonathan Taylor, Kyle Trask, Travis Kelce. Our next acetate is going to be Illusionist, DK Metcalf. Simi Fehiko for the Cowboys, and Stephon Diggs. Trey Sermon for the 49ers. Clear shots, Brett Favre. And our next green is going to be, Emerald is going to be Chase Claypool. Matthew Stafford. There's a Williams, just a base for you there. And a Matt Ryan. J.K. Dobbins. Jacob Harris. Cam Newton. Clear shots, Tom Brady in the Buccaneers uniform. Josh Palmer and Chase Claypool. This one feels heavy, so might have something going on here. And box number 1, what do we got here? Looks like it's going to be a relic of some kind, so I will do that last. We have Dalvin Cook on the green. Of course, Dalvin Cook, base, right behind it. Trey Lance, Brandon Ayuk, Derrick Henry. Wonder if he'll be back this week for the Titans. I'm going to take a Panini Rewards card, flip it around like this. Here we go. Good luck, guys. On the relic, Davis Mills going to the Texans. Guess could have been a better quarterback or the rookie, but the Texans are on the board. And that will conclude box number 1. Let's move on to box number 2. Empty box. All right, Jamison Crowder, DJ Shark, Taysom Hill. King of Cards, there's a Trevor Lawrence. Love the Aztec King of Cards insert. Almost kind of looks like a holiday card. Justin Herbert and Ian Book. Yeah, I just wonder what he'll do next year, Brett. You know, I mean, it's always hard to say, especially when people finish the year strong. We have our next shining star. It's going to be Nick Chubb. And a Trevor Lawrence green. So, Jaguars hot in this box so far. A couple packs in, we got a Trevor Lawrence green. And that King of Cards insert. Then we have Nick Chubb, Aaron Rodgers, and George Kittle. Some of these top rookies, go ahead and soft sleeve these up for you guys so they don't get scratched up. Yeah, I don't know if any of them are numbered, but if they are, this one is not numbered. But I'm not sure if some of them are. But nice hit for the PC there. Jamar Chase, base, Illusionist, Michael Thomas. I wonder what's going to happen with him next year. Rondell Moore, Sam Darnold. I think the Saints did a lot better than they thought, considering they were very injury prone and missing a lot of their players, and without Drew Brees, of course. There's a Davis Mills base for you. And our next screen is going to be Cam Akers, Anthony Schwartz, Jared Goff, and Zeke. I hate when the packet doesn't rip all the way down. All right, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. We have Rob Gronkowski, Fitzpatrick, Antonio Gibson, and clear shots Saquon Barkley. He kind of disappointed this year. Injuries. Devontae Smith for the Eagles and DK Metcalf. Amazing how guys like, Michael Thomas and Barkley just are two prime examples. Seeing his Panther card, obviously Christian McCaffrey, another big one. Oh, boom, Jamar Chase on the dots for the Cincinnati Bengals. Following that up is a green Elijah Moore. And there's a Tutu Atwell for the Rams. I'm thinking he was for the Giants. My bad. Tutu Atwell, Alvin Kamara, and Trevor Lawrence on the base. A couple good hits in that box for the Jaguars and the Bengals. Beautiful card there. Definitely top 2 or 3 offensive rookie of the year candidate. He's put up some monster numbers in those last few games, and then especially with the Bengals moving on in the playoffs, I'm sure that'll help his case a little bit. Saquon, Watson, Jamar Chase base, Mystique, Marshall, Devontae Smith, and Metcalf. Najee Harris on the green Mystique. Marset for the Vikings. Tutu Kamara and another Trevor Lawrence. So 2 Trevor Lawrence base so far. Davis Mills, Gronk, Fitzpatrick, clear shots Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers. Following that up is a Justin Fields Shining Stars. Wow, 3 acetates in 1 pack. That's crazy. King of Cards, Dak Prescott. I'm sure the Panini assortment was probably not supposed to have 3 acetates in 1 pack, but we will not complain. Antonio Gibson, Marshall, and our next green is going to be Josh Allen for the Bills. Taylor, Nico, and Dak Prescott. And DJ Moore, Pat Frymouth, first Frymouth signing for the Steelers, Daniel Jones, and another acetate illusionist, Rob Gronkowski. We have Justin Jefferson and Justin Fields. wonder how Fields is going to do. Well, and Trevor Lawrence for that matter. Next year, some of these rookie quarterbacks kind of in some struggle situations this year just based on the team they're on. And I know you can't do it all by yourself. You got to have help, got to have an offensive line. And see if any of those teams improve that next year to help a franchise quarterback out. I got one pack here. I just broke the seal on that. Haven't opened it yet. This is the last pack of box number 3. Kind of blended in with my logo there, so. We have Allen Robinson. And our dots is going to be Miles Sanders. DeAndre Hopkins. Russell Wilson, Eskridge, and Matthew Stafford. All right, now I'll move on to box number 4. Empty box. Ryan Tannehill, Najee, Josh Jacobs, King of Cards for Sean Taylor. That's interesting. I haven't noticed it before. So this one actually has the Redskins on it. We were talking about that earlier. Interesting that they put the Redskins on the name. And we have St. Brown. He was coming on at the end of the year. The Lions as well as Big Ben. We have a green acetate insert coming up after this Miles Sanders. Good luck, guys. Who's it going to be? And it's going to be a Russell Wilson, King of Cards. Big Ben green. Devontae Adams, Zach Wilson, and a Taylor Wallace. Jonathan Taylor, Kyle Trask, Travis Kelce, Illusionist, Trey Lance, T. Higgins for the Bengals, and Powell for the Chiefs. Trey Sermon, J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Adams green. The emerald goes nice with the uniform for Devontae. The Dolphins and Gaskins, Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, and ETN and the Jags. See how he comes along next year after getting injured before season even started for the Jags. That might could help Lawrence next year, even though Robinson kind of held his own. Clear shots, Travis Kelce, Justin Herbert, and Ian Book. Yeah, Ian Book, one of, I believe it was 4 starting quarterbacks that the Saints had to use. Tony Kyle Trask, and a green Zach Wilson. Nice for the Jets. Number 2 overall pick going with the Emerald. We have Chubb, Rodgers, and Kittle. Matching the uniform on the Zach Wilson. All right, next box. Empty box. Guys, if you're new to the group, I said it kind of at the beginning. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you like us on eBay. Follow us. We tend to typically try to do breaks about once a week. Have to skip a week every once in a while just based on whatever product we're getting. Next week, we have a Trey Lance Mystique. We have another 10-box break coming up. Trevor Lawrence and Elijah Moore. So we have 10 blasters, break number 2. Will be next week, same time, same place. If you're interested, if you PC certain players, certain teams, and just want to get more illusions. All right, we have a green Brett Favre. Wrong stack. That's a wall. There it goes. We have a Pat Freiermuth, green. Sean Taylor, Nico Collins, and Dak Prescott on the base. Rounding out that pack. Patrick Mahomes, first sighting of him. De'Ami Brown, Lamar Jackson, Najee Harris, Shining Stars, Acetate, Justin Jefferson, and a Justin Fields. So pretty decent run on quarterbacks for the base cards, with the exception of Mac Jones and the Patriots. Still looking for the Mac Jones. And we have a thick card here. Good luck. We will move him to the back, see what we have. Russell Wilson. Eskridge. Brett, just really anything. We got a couple different guys that we get product from, so it really just depends on what we get, essentially. But definitely be on the lookout for that coming up. Stevenson. And let's see. We have our green Daniel Jones for the Giants. We'll use our Kid Reporter card again and see what we have. Looks like Great Expectations relic. And it's going to be a Najee Harris. Nice hit for Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Pretty good fantasy numbers this past year. Definitely could be in the talks for Rookie of the Year. Najee Harris, along with obviously the best receiver, Jamar Chase, and then Mac Jones, and Jamison Crowder, DJ Shark, Taysom Hill, and King of Cards, there he is, Mac Jones for the Patriots. Stephon Diggs and Matthew Stafford. Travis Etienne on the dots for the Jaguars. Probably would have been better if we get a Lawrence there, but the Bears, Allen Robinson. Javonte Williams, Matt Ryan, and Josh Palmer. All right, that's halfway. I'm going to clear some of these base cards again. 360 cards. As always, all cards ship. So a lot of these base cards will start repeating because the base set is very small, only 100 cards in the base set. And we're looking for the acetate inserts and, of course, the emeralds and the possibilities for any of the other numbered inserts or relics. Tamar Chase base. King of Cards, Dak Prescott, I believe that's the second one of those. Justin Herbert and Ian Book. Jerry Judy, Kyle Pitts, Shining Stars, the green. Taylor Wallace for the Ravens. Nick Chubb, Rodgers, and Kittle. Davis Mills, Gronk, Fitzpatrick, Rob Gronkowski, Illusionist. The second one of those, possibly. Rondo Moore, Sam Darnold. Antonio Gibson. Terrace Marshall Jr. T. Higgins and the Bengals, Emerald. Anthony Schwartz, Zeke, and Goff. DJ Moore, Pat Freiermuth, Daniel Jones, clear shots, Derwin James for the Chargers, Devontae Smith, and Metcalf. Robinson for the Bears, and of course for Robinson with a dots parallel right behind it. We have a green, and it's going to be Powell for the Chiefs, Tutu, Kamara, and Trevor Lawrence again. So the Jaguars get about 3 or 4 Trevor Lawrence now. Fortunately for the Bears, that's Robinson and not Justin Fields on the dots. Dots, Stardust, whatever they want to call it. I know it's got, on the side, it's got dots and Stardust both. And I've seen it called both. Empty box. I think technically it is the dots one, but Stardust is better. Harris Jacobs, Justin Fields, Mystique. Devontae and DK. About the fourth time we've had that combination. Again, lots of these base will repeat. Mac Jones, Mystique. Colts, Jonathan Taylor. Tutu, Kamara, and, of course, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, lots of base. Need to get some color on him for the Jaguars. Mac Mystique green on the Mac Jones. We will Going to top load that Mac Jones. Nice hit for the Pats. Kyle Trask, Miles Sanders, Travis Kelce, Shining Stars, Travis Etienne, Akers, and Elijah Moore. All right, Trey Sermon, Dobbins, Kyle Trask on the green. Taylor, Nico, and Dak. We'll go through some of these bases a little quicker. Harris, Newton, Henry, King of Cards, Joe Montana, and the 49ers. Jefferson and Justin Fields. I wonder if it's a coincidence they put the Justins back to back. Kadarius, Tony, and the dots Darden for the Buccaneers. And it's got a bad flaw in it, unfortunately. Not sure if you'll be able to see that, but whoever has the Buccaneers, there's a indentation up there just so you know it came out of the pack that way. Oh, we'll penny sleeve it anyways. Travis Kelce, Seahawks, and Cowboys. All right, 3 boxes left. Three boxes left. Who do we want to see? Who have we not seen? Yeah, we've got a lot of the quarterbacks. Still lacking a little bit, I know, on the Mac Jones. Haven't really seen Kyle Pitts for the Falcons. Get some color on some of these quarterbacks. Really got a lot of Lawrence Bates. Someone was looking for Herbert earlier. Nice to get a dots or a green of Herbert. Shining Stars, Trey Lance. Allen and Amon St. Brown. Yeah, see, there you go. We'll ask for the Herbert. Miles Sanders, Pat Fryermuth, DJ Shark, Green, Big Ben Adams, and Zach Wilson. Still looking for the Ruby collection of somebody would be nice. Kyler Murray, King of Cards, T. Higgins, and Wallace. Trey Sermon, and we have a green acetate. It's going to be Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Nice card. Can't come on strong at the end of the year. Taysom Hill for the Saints. Powell, Miles Gaskin, and Kyler Murray. So which team impressed y'all the most so far in the playoffs? Was it Bills' domination? Patrick Mahomes looked pretty dominant. Obviously, Joe Burrow was the Bengals. Illusionist Austin Eckler. So which team impressed y'all the most? There's a Justin Herbert. We have a thick card here. Let's move all these. We have Nwangwu, however you say that for the Vikings. Ian Book. Nick Chubb, Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry. Let's go ahead and grab this Kid Reporter. Bling, flip it around. I know there's auto chances on these. Let's see who we got here. Oh, this one's a little different. Instant Impact. Des Fitzpatrick for the Titans. Nice big relic patch, whatever you want to call it, for the Titans. Wish it could have been a better player, technically. Sorry if you're a Titans fan, but personally never heard of him. Not numbered. So he was a starter at Louisville, looks like. Pretty card, though. Des Fitzpatrick. All right, box number 9. Brett says Bills, Rams, Super Bowl. I like the Bills' chances. Mickey box. Guess it kind of, well, it technically depends on every game, but if they play the Chiefs like they did this past weekend, we will see. I definitely like the Packers. King of Cards, Joe Montana, second one of those. So we have a bunch of different games. We have Bills, Rams, Packers, Chiefs, 49ers, and Bengals. So nobody agrees on which teams Jamar Chase. But that's what we like about it. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Josh Jacobs. It was first Josh Jacobs we've had. Nick Chubb, Aaron Rodgers, and George Kittle. But about the 5th time we've had that same combination. Davis Mills, Gronk, Dak Prescott, Illusionist. Did anybody see that video that went viral about the Cowboys after their loss? Personally think obviously it was set up. Most of those videos are, but still kind of entertaining to watch. Miles Sanders on the Emerald. Anthony Schwartz, Zeke, and Goff. Bills, Tampa for Bo. So Bills is the only one so far that somebody has repeated. Brett and Bo both say Bills. Marshall, DJ Moore, Panthers going back-to-back there. Pat Freiermuth, clear shots, Joe Montana for the 49ers. Devontae and DK. Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts. There's a first Kyle Pitts, I believe. And it's a good one because it's the dots parallel. We have a green right behind it, and it's going to be Jonathan Taylor. That'd be the second one of those. So Kyle Pitts on the dots, Jonathan Taylor, 2-2, Kamara, and Trevor Lawrence. All right. Last box mojo. I killed Julio Jones. But he's used to injuries anyways, I guess. All right. Last box mojo. Good luck, everybody. After this box, we'll do a quick recap if you want to stick around for just a couple minutes. Go through some of these that we sleeved. I won't go through all the acetates. Empty box just because there's so many of them. And I don't want to scratch those, but all the ones we sleeved over here, we'll give a recap if you want to stick around. And make sure if you jump off early to follow us if you're interested for next week's break. Jamar Chase, Darius Leonard cleared shots for the Colts. Devontae and DK. Probably for the last time. I'm going to guess that there's probably going to be a Justin combo in here somewhere. Rondell Moore, Mystique. Cardinals, Jalen Hurts. 2-2, Alvin, and Trevor Lawrence. So I guess like, I don't know, 7 or 8. We'll find out here in a minute. Trevor Lawrence is kind of dominated. Too bad they're all base cards though. Needed some color on that D-Law. Jamar Chase, Mystique. Following that up, Cam Akers, Elijah Moore. Cam just coming back from injury. Julio Jones killed Julio. Yeah, that's about right. There's just some players that can't stay on the field, it seems like. Gibson, Marshall, we have a green for the Colts. Carson Wentz, Taylor, Collins, and Prescott. All right, 2 packs left. Is it possible to hit fire in one of these last 2 packs? DJ Moore, Fryermuth, Jones, Shining Stars, Waller, and Justin Jefferson. And I'm going to bet that there's a Justin Fields behind here. Oh, man, look at that. I guess that's the only bad thing about, well, really any sports card company, but Panini Tops, obviously the big ones, is kind of disappointing when there's only 100 in the base set and you have the same order. So when you get a pack, you kind of know what you're getting before you get there. Devontae Adams on the last dot parallel for the Packers, and our last green is going to go to the Dolphins. And Jalen Waddle, not a bad one to end on. Dolphins matches uniform at least. I mean, obviously it could have been better if it had been a quarterback, but at least it was a rookie. And the remaining base cards. Don't have the dots there. Jalen Waddle there. All right, that will do it for tonight. I'll do a quick recap here. Actually, there's a lot of these, so I'll just go through one of these. We have Devontae Adams on the dots, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Kyle Pitts on the dots, Zach Wilson, Darden on the dots, Justin Fields, so that's 2 for him, Trevor Lawrence again, Robinson on the dots, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, King of Cards, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, that's number 3, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson Green, say going for the Jets, Zach Wilson base, Justin Fields, T-Law, Justin Fields, King of Cards, Justin Fields, King of Cards, and Lawrence. So we had, not counting the King of Cards insert, we had that Trevor Lawrence was green, so that's good. So we had, good Lord, 7 Trevor Lawrence plus the green and the insert. Jaguars doing pretty good there, as well as the ETN on the dots. We had 5 Justin Fields, 2 Zach Wilson, and our couple of top-loaded cards here. Jamar Chase, possible offensive rookie of the year on the dots. Mac Jones, green. Nice hit there for the Pats. Najee Harris, instant impact for the Titans. Fitzpatrick and Davis Mills for the Texans. All right, that's it. We will see y'all next week, hopefully. Have any questions, feel free to reach out. Until next week, this is Card Junkies. Have a great night.